it's you. I see last night's entry wasn't enough to scare you, huh? Well, you come back for more, huh? Well, I got just the trick that'll send you running off. It's the most spooky, most scary, most creepy Sega Master System game of all time, and that game will be Masters of Darkness, the scariest Sega Master System game ever made. Hey Slayers, and I can tell yesterday's entry wasn't enough to scare you, huh? You've come crawling back for more, huh? Well, don't worry, I have you covered with Masters of Darkness, a Sega Master System game from 1992. We're not actually going to care about the story here. We're more here for the gameplay because this game has an interesting little twist to it, and you'll see it coming up. This game is, first off, kind of creepy. It's not really creepy. It's creepy, but it's not really creepy. It's a Castlevania. It's essentially just Castlevania. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's like later on Genesis Master System games really just wanted to take their ideas from someone else. And yeah, this is essentially just Castlevania. Literally, I'm not even gonna bother lying to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Nope, it's just Castlevania. Literally, it's just Castlevania. But it's actually pretty fun when you compare it to something like when you compare it to something more like Castlevania 3 and the likes. It's actually very fun and it looks great, you know what I'm saying? Again, another one of those games that you could have convinced me was a Sega Genesis game, cause I mean it looks really good. You can if you pay attention, I mean look at it, it looks really good. Like this is some Sega Genesis stuff right here. And first off, can I speak something? I don't know about you, right? But I hate going down 8-bit stairs. Or stairs in 16 or 8-bit games in general. You know what I'm talking about, right? Where you have to like press diagonal and down on the D-pad at the same time just to get down the stairs, and it never really works well, so you always get stuck having to just walk back and forth until you can finally somewhat get down the stairs. You should know what I'm talking about. Like honestly, I hope I'm not the only one who hates that, because I really hate that. Essentially, you start out right with this really slow knife, and you know, it's annoying. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It is annoying. You have, you know, your start, select buttons. I'm trying to see. Select does something probably, but I don't know what yet. Stabbed. Get stabbed. There we go. So I like how they position on the, like Genesis emulators, how they position like select button, like you know the select button on the B button or the A button. Also, can I say one thing real quick? I'm really digging the music here. Like, I'm really digging the music. This is actually my first time playing it. And I almost forgot to mention, today's suggestion comes from Assistant Store Manager, kind of. Because he recommended I do Castlevania Bloodlines yesterday. But I already did Castlevania Bloodlines before. And so what I did was, I happened to think of any other way I can get a Castlevania game done, and this game popped up, and I was like, oh wait, this game exists. So I was like, you know what, well I'll do it. So that's why I'm playing it today. Out of the way. Oh, that guy has a gun. Those faces are really starting to creep me out, I'm not even lying. Now this game, you know, maybe we can look back, maybe I'll reset it when we like die or something, but consider this like a first impressions episode, because I've actually never played this game before. Like honestly, like I said, I've never played this. I like some Castlevania games, like I like Castlevania Bloodlines. Castlevania 4 is okay, even though it's on the SNES. Oh, finally, you see what I'm saying? I really hate trying to get down 8-bit stairs and 16-bit stairs. Like honestly, I hate that so much. See, you have to position yourself in exactly the right path. If I can get on that boat. Up there we go. I want to beat this first level for you guys. There's supposed to be sub-weapons. There we go. I don't know how you use them. But if memory serves me correct, it's probably going to be A plus B. And I can't remember which button B is, so... Maybe it's select an A. I thought it would be select an A, but no. I don't know how you use your sub weapons. I hate when 8-bit games do this, and you know I don't know how to use the sub weapons because I have no idea what I'm doing. There we go. First level cleared. So now I'm gonna go ahead and restart actually, so we can see the story of this game. Wait, hold on. Really, dude? That was fast. And the legend goes that the full moon brings with it horrible events. Wow, it just says that? Dude, the music's epic here. Masters of Darkness. I actually want to know who's this game developed by. Have you not heard the legend of he who rises with the full moon? Aw, dude, 8-bit text, really. Well, the story actually happened in England 100 years ago. It's always England. There was an investigator, the paranormal, I'm never gonna read. On the night of the full moon, he received a mysterious message while using his Ouija board. I guess that's how you say that. Why do these things exist? They don't work, and they really make no sense. But I guess they're there to creep you out. Caution. In the wake of Dracula. You see what I'm saying? Masters of Darkness is a Sega published and created title. I meant to mention that. It is fully created by Sega. And again, it's just... Oh my god, dude. At that time in London, the rising of the full moon meant the coming of yet another gruesome murder. You know, vampires and all that. Oh, now the text operates. The following morning would always bring the discovery of yet another body completely drained of blood. Dr. Social knew that there was something supernatural at the heart of the mystery and began investigating. Calling on the powers of the Ouija board, however you say it, Social learned that at the horrible events beyond human imagination were taking place. Listen, the music here is epic. You know what I'm saying? Leave it to Sega to have some of the best music, and like it doesn't matter what they do, but it's like late 1992 Sega, like late Sega on the Master System at least. Kind of how can I put this? They kind of like to rip a lot of games off. Golden Axe Warrior. Master of Darkness. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? You know, they just Axe better or the Legend of Golden Axe. Yeah, they kind of like, you know, they kind of like to rip a lot of things off like at this time, and I don't know why. But so far, my first impressions of this game is it's a really fun game. It is. It's really fun. You know, it's really interesting, and I think I might play more of it off camera. It's a very interesting little title here. It's literally just. I'm not gonna discuss. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Castlevania all through and through. It's literally just Castlevania. Sega was doing that at this time. They were just. I don't want to say experimenting, because they were literally just copying games and putting them on their system. But it does enough, at least in my opinion, to kind of deviate itself from Castlevania. I mean, tell me these graphics don't look early 16-bit to you. I mean, look at that. Look at the water. Look at the water. Only thing that can really give this game away for being 8-bit is kind of just the music. I mean, even your character looks 16-bit. Like this is a very early 16-bit looking game, at least Genesis wise. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on to prices. My first impressions of this game is it's really fun. The music is already really rocking. I'm really digging the music right off the bat. The story seems interesting and seems like it can draw you. And all in all, if you like Castlevania, you're most certainly gonna like this game. But that's really gonna do it for the review. I'll be back in 2 seconds with the prices here, and we'll be on our way. You guys ready? Be right back. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention real fast. I'm 99% sure this was only a PAL release, because it was 92. So this only came out in PAL territories, and also Brazil, because, you know, just about everything came out in Brazil. Yeah, it's a PAL game, as you can see, and this is a pretty expensive one right off the bat. The game, a loose copy, is going to run you around $43.29, and it receives around 2 sales per week. That's already pretty expensive. A complete copy is going to run you around $53.97, so essentially $54, and it receives around 2 sales per week. That receives around 2 sales per week too. And a new copy is going to run you around $67.46, and receives around 1 sale per year. A manual is going to run you about $15, so $14.97, and a box is going to run you around $10, $9.79. Graded, final grade, nothing, and it appears no one has any of them on sale. Like none of, because it is I heard it's a very rare game, right? It's one player, publisher, PEGI rating, or release date. They tell you there's none, but yeah, we know it's Sega. Essentially, yeah, this game is a very rare. It's a very rare title to come by. So when you do find it, it's very expensive. So if you see one in the wild and you want to get your hands on it, snag it up, please. Just do it. Get it. You won't regret it. If you're a collector, especially, and you happen to come across one of these in the wild, even if you don't collect for the Sega Master System, I'd still say it's a good deal to go out there and get it, because the game is pretty rare, and there's a good chance you might never, especially if you find one in a good condition, get it, because there's a very good chance you might not find one in that condition again. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you, Assistant Store Manager, for recommending Castlevania Bloodlines, which eventually led me to remember this game and do a video on it. Remember, if you would like to recommend a spooky Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, Sega Dreamcast, even DS and PSP Sega published game or made game, please do so down in the comments below. I will be sure to be reading them and trying to determine. I will try to get to everyone's, but then again, I only have a week. Saturday's title is already picked out, and it's something very special. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to help us reach 200 subscribers. We're very close. We're at the time of making this video, we were at 170, but we're at 169. So you'd be doing us a huge favor by just pressing that little subscribe button. And plus, did you know it's free? Yeah, all this amazing Sega content for free. Who would have thunk it? Make sure to share this video with your friends to become a Super Slayer. I've been the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and until next time, have a spooky one, Slayers.